Hiya! Here I am with a cup of coffee, waiting for everybody to join. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another live stream. For those of you who don't know my name, it is Pan, P-A-N, and I'm here today for an English lesson with you guys. So welcome, welcome. Tell me about you in the comment section. Have some conversation with the people who have joined today. Make the most of this live stream, okay? Use it to your own advantage. Apart from the lesson that you will also participate in, you can also interact with each other in the comment section. So thank you guys for joining. Today we are doing a reading out loud session. Now, some of you know what this is because you've been here before. However, for those who don't know what this is, I will quickly go through the slides that I've shown you before in previous sessions, and then we are doing some new text together. The idea of this live stream is to give you some active practice, okay? You are going to practice. Oh my gosh, look at this here. It's being a bit rebellious. Okay, so the point of this is for you guys to practice your reading out loud skills with me, okay? Now, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you the slides. I'm not going to waste a lot of time explaining everything. I'm just going to show you everything right away. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Pan from Pan English Teaching. This is my Instagram handle. And today we are doing a reading out loud session. Very quickly, I've done this before, but this is just for you guys that are joining for the first time. What is reading out loud? Reading out loud is when we say or read something so that ourselves, you or other people can hear it. You use your voice when reading out loud, and not only with your eyes. And we can say reading out loud or reading aloud. It's the same thing. Both are correct, okay? Reading out loud or reading aloud, both expressions are correct. They mean the same thing. And this is what we are doing today. Let me show you some of the benefits of reading out loud. Why? Oh, actually, I think I need to perhaps go a little bit like this so you guys can see it better, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, here, why read out loud? Why read aloud? Now, reading aloud improves your pronunciation, first of all. It builds your confidence, super important when speaking a foreign language, well, or any other language for that matter. Now, reading out loud enhances comprehension. It helps you understand what you are reading better. It also strengthens your vocabulary. It boosts your vocabulary. It makes it stronger. And finally, it encourages better rhythm and flow. So it helps us become more fluent speakers. We always talk about fluency. What is fluency? Being able to express yourself naturally without taking a long time to think, connecting all of the words together, okay, so that it has like a very smooth and natural flow, talking about our speech. Let's continue. I'm gonna explain to you guys what resources, what to read, what can we read when doing this exercise. Really, anything, okay? You can find anything and read it out loud. However, do not choose something complex, okay? It's not necessary to do this exercise with complex text. And today, actually, we are doing a very simple text. I'm going to show you guys in a bit. It's preferable, it's a great idea if you choose some text that comes with audio, because you need some sort of reference. Lots of times people say, I love reading out loud, but I don't know if my pronunciation is correct. I don't know if I'm actually reading properly. So, because of this reason, a great idea is to find text with audio. And I'm going to show you guys 2 websites that I really like. Of course, apart from the Iwa app, you can use Iwa app, of course, to do this exercise as well. It's got lots of resources, and I can give you a couple more. Find short text. You can use online blogs, articles, even recipes, reading them out loud, product packaging, like for example, while you're having your cereal in the morning, or maybe perhaps if you buy some medicine from the pharmacy, you can just read what it says on the package out loud. And finally, of course, by watching movies, series, or YouTube videos, if you turn on the subtitles, you can then listen, pause, and repeat, which is actually what we are doing today. I'm going to show you guys the way to do this exercise so you can then go home or stay where you are and do it by yourselves, okay? Right, what else? I want to show you guys 2 really good websites which I use. As I said, Iwa is really great for this kind of exercise, but you can also use one that's called News in Levels and the one that's called testenglish.com, which is the one we are using today. Very quickly, newsinlevels.com. On this page, you've got lots and lots of articles separated in 3 levels, divided in 3 levels. Each level has a little text, and if you go further down, you can also find the recording, the audio, which is your reference. It's exactly what you need to do this kind of exercise. And of course, the website we're using today, which is called testenglish.com, I recommend going to this website, clicking on where it says listening, then choosing a low level. You don't have to do advanced, okay? Unless you're a very advanced speaker, then that's okay. You can go to advanced level, but you can start from A1, A2. Today's text we are doing is taken from the A2 level. Okay, so you click on this one, you go down, you choose one of the listening exercises. For instance, this one, you listen, you've got the YouTube video right here. And also at the end, you can go right here. I know you can't see it very well, but you can check it out by yourselves. If you click on check answers, then it gives you, hold on, and you go a little bit further down, it gives you the transcription, okay? So you can have the recording and the transcription. So I recommend if you use this website, I recommend going to the listening section, not just the reading section, because you need the reference. You need to listen to people reading the text, and then you can repeat after them and imitate, which is exactly what we are doing today. I can see lots of questions, but as you know, those of you who know me, who do know me, you know that I can't do a lot of things at the same time. So I can't be reading your comments and also explaining the things I want to say. But I'm going to quickly have a look at your questions. A lot of people are asking, is the website free? Yes, both of these 2 websites are free. You don't have to pay for anything. Second question, everybody's asking, what is the website? What is this website? Later on, when we finish this live stream, you can watch the replay. I will post this video on iwa.english and also on my profile. You can go back and watch it again and have a look at the website. But I will show you one more time. You can take a screenshot, but you can have a look at that anyways later when you watch the replay. So one more time, the two websites that I mentioned are called newsinlevels.com, and the second one was testenglish.com. It's the one we're going to be using today. Give me a second. I'm going to take a sip of my warm coffee. Oh, thank you. Somebody's copied and pasted the link. Thank you for that. Thanks for your help. And thanks for your feedback, your questions, your participation. I think you're already doing great. So guys, are you ready to practice? We are starting. Get ready. Get comfy, get comfortable, comfy, okay? When you do this exercise, try not to lie back like this, okay? You don't want to lie back on the bed or like maybe lying on the sofa. You don't want to be horizontal when you're doing this exercise. You want to sit on a chair like me, or you can sit on the sofa if you want to, or on the floor. It doesn't really matter for now, okay? We've got to try to do it in a chilled way as well. But it's important to sit straight, okay? You relax your shoulders, you sit straight, and you get ready as if you were about to recite a poem or to present the news on TV or to even act like an actor, okay? So we want to get our body ready to do this exercise, our posture. We want to also get our mouth ready, okay? Doing some exercises. We're not going to do it now, but I can show you some exercises to do to warm up in a different live stream. And that's it. And of course, bring your motivation here. Get ready because we are starting right away. Number one, you will listen to a speaker, not me, a different speaker, because it's also important to be exposed and immersed into the language and to listen to lots of different accents, not just one speaker from a specific country or a specific region. You need to listen to lots and lots of different people. So number one, step one, you listen to the person. You read the text on the screen at the same time, but only listening. And number two, I will read the text so you can also listen to my pronunciation. Number three, we're going to go back, read it again, and you're going to repeat after me. So again, the 3 steps, very easy steps. First, you listen and read with your eyes. Number 2, listen to me and read with your eyes. And number 3, listen to me. I will read everything slowly, once or twice, and repeat after me. So, let's see. I'm having a look at, can we listen? Okay. I'm going to show you the exercise right away, okay? I know I'm speaking a lot, but there's a lot to explain here before we start. Guys, this is the transcription, okay? We have it right here. The topic of today's speakers is party experiences. Party experiences. This is what this listening is called. Party experiences. Now, first we're going to listen to Caroline. Caroline is the first speaker. Listen and read with your eyes. Let's do it.
The last party I went to was at someone's house. I went with my friend Denise. She knew lots of people there, but I only knew Denise. She'd invited me there, and I accepted simply because I didn't have anything better to do. The party was in the garden, and it was a lovely, warm evening. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all delicious. People helped themselves to food and ate it while sitting down on the grass on cushions and blankets. After that, everyone sat and chatted while classical music was playing in the background. I normally hate that kind of music, but it was just right for this occasion. I felt a bit left out at the start of the party, because Denise started chatting to her old friends while I just stood there. But then I started chatting to a guy called Richard, who I got on really well with, and after that, the hours flew by. Before I knew it, nearly everyone had gone, and Richard, Denise and I were among the last people there.
Right. Okay. This was Denise, the first speaker. Oh my goodness. Somebody's saying, I can't. I hate you. What is happening? Did I not read your comments? Is anything happening? Are you following, guys? Is it really fast? Is it okay? Give me a little bit of feedback in the comments. So I think it's a little bit fast. Some of you might have a slightly lower level, but it doesn't matter because we're going to do it again and again. Okay? We're going to repeat this again and again. You can listen to me, to the speaker again, and then we can, you guys kind of repeat. Okay? Is it okay? All good? Or no more? Yeah? Okay, I'm going to ignore the negative comments. So, let's listen one more time. Caroline said everything really, really fast. It's okay if you don't understand every single thing. You can also ask each other in the comments. Okay, you say, for example, what does this mean? What does the other thing mean? And the people who know can help you in the comments. Because, of course, I am your teacher for today, but you can also help each other. A lot of you are equipped and you have the skills to help other people who are here. Okay, we're like a little community here and we're helping each other, and you're also helping me get on with everything that I have to do, okay? Because it's just me. I can't do everything at the same time. So I really appreciate your help. I know that the majority of you here are very respectful with each other, and I'm sure that you're going to help each other and we're going to do great. So, guys, let's listen one more time. Listen to Caroline one more time. The more you listen, the better. Let's go. Listen again, and then I'll read it out loud. In the meantime, I'm getting this opportunity to finish my cup of coffee. I'm almost done. Let's go.
The last party I went to was at someone's house. I went with my friend Denise. She knew lots of people there, but I only knew Denise. She'd invited me there, and I accepted simply because I didn't have anything better to do. The party was in the garden, and it was a lovely warm evening. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all delicious. People helped themselves to food and ate it while sitting down on the grass on cushions and blankets. After that, everyone sat and chatted while classical music was playing in the background. I normally hate that kind of music, but it was just right for this occasion. I felt a bit left out at the start of the party, because Denise started chatting to her old friends while I just stood there. But then I started chatting to a guy called Richard, who I got on really well with, and after that, the hours flew by. Before I knew it, nearly everyone had gone, and Richard, Denise and I were among the last people there.
Right. Okay. All good. Let's see. Let me have a look at your comments. Guys, don't worry if you don't understand everything. If you do understand, just letting you know that this is taken from the A2 level of this website. Sometimes the level is slightly higher than what it actually says, but well, it's just an approximation, okay? So A2, B1, around there, okay? It doesn't really matter. The point for you guys is to just follow this exercise and to practice, okay? Right, let's go. I'm gonna read it once and then we're gonna break it down and do it together. Listen and read with your eyes. Don't repeat, not yet. Let's go. So the last party I went to was at someone's house. I went with my friend Denise. She knew lots of people there, but I only knew Denise. She'd invited me there, and I accepted simply because I didn't have anything better to do. The party was in the garden, and it was a lovely warm evening. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all delicious. People helped themselves to food and ate it while sitting down on the grass on cushions and blankets. After that, everyone sat and chatted while classical music was playing in the background. I normally hate that kind of music, but it was just right for this occasion. I felt a bit left out at the start of the party because Denise started chatting to her old friends while I just stood there. But then I started chatting to a guy called Richard, who I got on really well with. And after that, the hours flew by. Before I knew it, nearly everyone had gone, and Richard, Denise, and I were among the last people there. Right, let's see. The hours flew by. What does this mean? The hours flew by. It means they went really, really quickly. They were having so much fun. They were having such a good time that the hours flew by. The time went by without them realizing. It just all went very quickly. Right, guys, let's go. Now it's your turn to actively practice your English. Now you're going to listen and repeat after me. Listen and repeat. You try to imitate whatever you hear. Let's do it together. Come on. Are you ready? Let's go. The last party I went to was at someone's house. Repeat. Good. One more time. A little bit faster. The last party I went to was at someone's house. Good. I went with my friend Denise. One more time. I went with my friend Denise. Very good. Listen and repeat slowly, and then we speed up. Try to connect all the words together without stopping and pausing in between or after every word. Pay attention to the intonation where I stop. And also, of course, which words I stress, which words I emphasize. She knew lots of people there, but I only knew Denise. One more time, listen and repeat. We're going to change the intonation as well. She knew lots of people there, but I only knew Denise. Good. Okay, good. So the intonation can change depending on what you want to emphasize. We can try different kind of intonation. Now, let's go to the next sentence. This one is a bit longer. Slowly, and then we're going to speed up. Let's go. This contraction, she'd invited me there, and I accepted simply because I didn't have anything better to do. Repeat. Okay, good. Let's do it again. Don't be in a hurry, okay? It's not our goal here. The objective is not to read everything fast, okay? We can speed up a little bit, but the point is to communicate clearly and effectively. This is what we want to focus on. Let's do it. And we connect the words together. Listen and repeat. She'd invited me there, and I accepted simply because I didn't have anything better to do. Very good. Okay, if nobody is writing in the comments, that is a good sign. It means you guys are actually doing the exercise. Is that right? Let me know later, okay? We're doing the exercise now. Focus on the exercise. Good. Let's continue slowly and then we speed up a little bit. The aim here is to connect all the words together. The party was in the garden and it was a lovely warm evening. Very good. One more time. We can change the intonation a little bit. The party was in the garden and it was a lovely warm evening. Very good. Okay, guys, I think we're doing very, very well. Let's continue. We want to sound natural as possible. Don't worry about individual pronunciation too much. Try to also work a little bit on intonation. You're not gonna do everything perfectly. I'm just gonna turn this back to me for a second. It's not going to be perfect. Don't worry if you feel like, oh, I'm not doing this very well. This exercise is not good for me. No, I can guarantee you that this exercise is perfect. It's my favorite exercise of all time. And the more you do it, the better you'll get. Just don't expect to do it perfectly ever. There's no perfection, okay? Just as close as possible to sounding natural and communicating effectively. This is the idea. Let's continue. Slowly. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all delicious. Okay, one more time, a little bit more naturally. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all delicious. Good. Okay. I know I keep interrupting the exercise, but I feel like I have a lot I want to tell you. I have a lot of information that I want to pass on to you. When I do this exercise, I always use my hands, gestures, okay? So, and I also try to pretend to imagine that I am in that situation. So when you read, try not to read mechanically, like a robot, like not really understanding what you're reading. Try to really feel what's happening there. Is it something positive, something negative? Am I comparing things? Do I want to emphasize something more than a different word in the sentence? So I'm gonna read it out loud so you guys can see me, and I want you to observe my eyes, my mouth, my hands, my body language, okay? Let's see, and you can try to do the same. So, the same paragraph that we did before. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all delicious. Okay? So, using little gestures, it can be a different gesture to you. I mean, you can use a different gesture if you feel like you want to express it in a different way, if that makes sense. But for me, for example, when I say delicious, I go like this. So this is how I understand delicious, okay? So, but for you, it can be something different, you know? So I'm going to do it one more time. And you can go, for example, like this or like this, if it's something small, something big. So you can help yourself understand what you're reading better. You get into the role, you become Caroline in this case, or me, and you try to do it naturally. That's the idea. So one more time. They had a big table with more food than you can imagine, and it was all all. This is all for me right now. And it was all delicious. Okay, this is the idea. So let's try the next one. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'm having a look at your comments while I'm speaking. And I think at least the majority of you are enjoying this exercise. And I'm very glad to hear that, to see that, to read that. Right, guys, let's go to the next one. And we're going to do one more speaker. So if you are enjoying this exercise, stay here. Don't go, because we're going to do one more speaker, a different accent and different text. Let's go. People helped themselves to food and ate it while sitting down on the grass, on cushions and blankets. Okay, one more time, a little bit more naturally. People helped themselves to food and ate it while sitting down on the grass on cushions and blankets. Okay, couple of comments and we're going to do it again. Things like the word and, okay, you can connect it to the word ate by saying the D or not. You could say, for example, and ate it, which is fine. Or you can say ate it. So just saying the letter N, really. So this is a matter of preference. Both are correct. People speak in different ways. Not everybody speaks in the same way. So we need to be flexible when we read and when we speak. And of course, when we listen to people, don't worry too much if somebody says something that you thought was different, because it doesn't mean it's wrong. It probably means that it's just a different accent, people coming from different places, using different pronunciation, and being used to speaking just in a different way, okay? So there are lots of different ways of doing certain things in all languages, not just in English. Okay, one more time. It's a long sentence. Let's do it one more time. People helped themselves to food and ate it while sitting down on the grass, on cushions and blankets. Right, very good. Am I giving you enough time to read the text? Please let me know. Do you have enough time when I finish reading it to read it by yourselves, or am I going too fast? Let's see. Somebody's asking, teacher, when do basic English classes start? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Would you mind sending me a DM, please, and asking me this question in a slightly different way, if that's okay? Give me some more details and I can help you out. Right, guys, let's continue. Yes, it's enough. Okay, you've got enough time. Amazing. Let's go. We've got a couple more paragraphs and then we can go to the next speaker. After that, everyone sat and chatted while classical music was playing in the background. One more time, a bit more naturally. After that, everyone sat and chatted while classical music was playing in the background. Good. Okay, guys, you're doing great. Come on, let's continue. Don't give up. You're doing really, really well. I'm sure. I can't see you, but I'm sure that you're following my instructions and that you're doing great. Let's go to the next one. I normally hate that kind of music, but it was just right for this occasion. One more time, a bit more naturally. I normally hate that kind of music, but it was just right for this occasion. Good. Okay, for the people who are joining now, we are reading out loud. You listen to me, I give you a bit of time, and you repeat. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. This is the exercise we're doing today. Right, let's continue. I felt a bit left out at the start of the party because Denise started chatting to her old friends while I just stood there. Very good. Thank you for your help in the comments. I can see you helping each other. Well done. Okay, one more time, a bit more naturally. I felt a bit left out at the start of the party because Denise started chatting to her old friends while I just stood there. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Listen and repeat. Listen and repeat. But then I started chatting to a guy called Richard, who I got on really well with, and after that, the hours flew by. Okay, let me point out one thing right here. As you can see, here we've got a little preposition, sort of like at the end of this phrase. It's not a full sentence, but we've got the preposition at the end. This means we need to connect it, to join it to the previous word. So listen again. But then I started chatting to a guy called Richard, who I got on really well with. And after that, the hours flew by. Very good. Okay, one more time. Last time we do this paragraph again. But then I started chatting to a guy called Richard, who I got on really well with. And after that, the hours flew by. Good. Okay, somebody asked, what does a bit left out mean? Yeah, I wanted to actually explain this. This is a nice expression. When you go somewhere when you are in a situation where there are lots of people, but for some reason you feel like a bit alone, or maybe you feel like you don't belong to that group. Maybe you feel like you are not part of the gang, okay, or this group of people. This feeling is to be left out. You can say, I feel left out. I feel left out. I am left out. I feel left out. It's like people are leaving me out of their group. So it's like a group of people talking together, having conversation, laughing, having a good time. And then it's me who maybe doesn't feel very comfortable in that group, or who doesn't know anybody in that group. And it makes me feel a bit bad, like I'm an outsider, like I don't belong in that group. So I feel left out. It's a feeling, okay, to feel left out. Okay, let's do the last paragraph. We're going to do one more speaker and we are done for today. Guys, you're doing great. Come on, 20 more minutes and we are done. Right. Before I knew it, nearly everyone had gone, and Richard, Denise, and I were among the last people there. Good. You're doing great. Well done, guys. Well done. Okay, one more time. Before I knew it, nearly everyone had gone, and Richard, Denise, and I were among the last people there. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well done. That's it. We did it. That was the first speaker. Her name was Caroline. She talked to us about a party experience that she had. We listened to her twice. You listened to me reading the text once. So in total, you listened to this 3 times. And then you practiced listening to me for a 4th time and a 5th time because we did it slowly and then we sped up. So it's like going over this thing 5 times. So the more times you do it and the more active you are doing this exercise, the better. So it's not just I listen once, I read it, and that's it. You need to really get into it, okay? You really need to enjoy this exercise, motivate yourselves, doing it again and again, repeating, going back, listening again, making sure you're pronouncing the words correctly, then having a look at the vocabulary. If you're not sure about something, you can go on a word reference, for example, a dictionary, whatever dictionary you're using, have a look at the meanings, and then you go back and read it again. So we want it to be a very sort of organic exercise where you practice again and again, and the more you do it, the better you'll get. I can guarantee you, okay? I do this exercise in English just to warm up before classes. For example, I do it in Greek, my native language. I do it in Spanish. I do it in Italian. I do it in German, which are the 2 languages I don't know very well, but I have some knowledge of. And now I also started doing it in Turkish because I've decided to learn some Turkish, but very basic, okay? But in all the languages that I speak, I do this exercise again and again. I love reading out loud, and I'm so happy that I'm able to share this exercise with you, to teach you how to do it, to give you some tips and some advice, and hopefully you guys can do it by yourselves because not everybody has a teacher. It's not necessary to have a teacher if you don't really need them for feedback, or if you don't have the means to hire a teacher. You can do things by yourselves. Let's go to Tom. Are you guys ready for Tom? Yes, you are. I'm sure you are. Let's go. Tom, listen 2 times. Let's do it.
I went to a party at my friend's house. He has a huge open space that combines the kitchen and living room, with doors leading to the yard outside. Even so, the place was packed with people and you could hardly move. But that was partly because there was a band in one corner, which took up quite a lot of space. Everyone was saying how amazing the band was, and true, they played some popular songs, but they were all depressing, and the singer was out of tune, so I didn't think much of them myself. I went to the party with some friends, and there seemed to be quite a few interesting people there. The problem was that when I tried to talk to someone, my friends came along and wanted to talk to me, so I didn't really meet anyone new. There were a few snacks on the table, but you can imagine they didn't last long with that crowd. I was really hungry, so I ordered a pizza delivery. But when it arrived, everyone ate it really fast, so that didn't help.
Okay, that was Tom. Wow, a little bit faster, but that's okay. You're practicing, okay? No stress, relax. You're going to listen to Tom again. Do you want to listen to Tom without looking at the words, just to see if you understand what's happening? We can actually do it like this. Let's try it like this. You just look at me and you listen to Tom, okay? Let's do it like that. You can also practice your listening skills without looking at the transcription, and then I'll read it out to you. Tom, this person, seems to have more of an American accent, okay? Not quite sure where this person is from, but definitely not a British accent. Let's listen to Tom one more time without looking at the transcription. Relax, sit back, listen, and try to observe how Tom joins and connects all of the words together. Okay? Right, one more time. Look at me. You're not looking at the transcription now. Let's go, Tom.
I went to a party at my friend's house. He has a huge open space that combines the kitchen and living room with doors leading to the yard outside. Even so, the place was packed with people and you could hardly move. But that was partly because there was a band in one corner, which took up quite a lot of space. Everyone was saying how amazing the band was, and true, they played some popular songs, but they were all depressing, and the singer was out of tune, so I didn't think much of them myself. I went to the party with some friends, and there seemed to be quite a few interesting people there. The problem was that when I tried to talk to someone, my friends came along and wanted to talk to me, so I didn't really meet anyone new. There were a few snacks on the table, but you can imagine they didn't last long with that crowd. I was really hungry, so I ordered a pizza delivery. But when it arrived, everyone ate it really fast, so that didn't help.
Okay, right. Did you get it? How was it? All right, guys, the comment section. Oh, my goodness. I thought you guys went quiet, but it's just my comment section just went still for a moment. Okay. Right, let's go one more time. I think it was a good idea to just listen to Tom without looking at the text. Now you're going to listen to me. So I'm going to go all the way up. I'll read it once and then we'll work on it together and we are done for today. People are saying too fast. Oh my goodness, that's okay. Don't worry. We'll now do it more slowly together so you can listen to me and repeat afterwards. People are saying, oh, it's so frustrating for me. Don't worry, it's very normal, okay? Even for, let me just give you a quick teaching lesson here, like a quick preaching, okay? Quick experience, my own experience. Sometimes I speak to people who communicate really fast, okay? And I don't understand everything that those people are saying, whether it's on TV, on the radio, or just having a one-to-one conversation. And that's absolutely fine, okay? Even if your level is very, very high, there might be situations where you don't understand everything that the other person is saying. That's not your fault, okay? Unfortunately, people whose first language is English or not, sometimes speak very fast. Now, does that mean that's the best way of speaking? Not really. I don't think that people who speak really fast necessarily have an amazing level in the language or that they are amazing communicators. Speed does not mean a good level of English or being a good communicator. Okay, so have this in mind. Speed is not the most important thing, and it actually shouldn't be the thing to focus on. So I always say when we communicate, even for English speakers who've been spoken English their whole life, try to slow down a little bit, because not everybody has the same brain, the same kind of brain. Okay, we all come from different backgrounds, and at the end of the day, the most important thing is communicating our ideas. So if the person I have in front of me doesn't understand a word I'm saying, I need to slow down. I need to be considerate. I need to adapt my speech to make sure I'm communicating with the other person. So don't get frustrated. Not everybody speaks like that, okay? But of course, the more you practice, the more comfortable you feel and the more you'll understand, okay? Just try not to stress out too much. Right, let's go. I'm gonna read it myself. I went to a party at my friend's house. He has a huge open space that combines the kitchen and living room with doors leading to the yard outside. Actually, sorry, let me just put these together because it makes it harder to read. So I'm going to start again. I went to a party at my friend's house. He has a huge open space that combines the kitchen and living room with doors leading to the yard outside. Even so, the place was packed with people and you could hardly move. But that was partly because there was a band in one corner, which took up quite a lot of space. Everyone was saying how amazing the band was, and true, they played some popular songs, but they were all depressing, and the singer was out of tune, so I didn't think much of them myself. I went to the party with some friends, and there seemed to be quite a few interesting people there. The problem was that when I tried to talk to someone, my friends came along and wanted to talk to me, so I didn't really meet anyone new. There were a few snacks on the table, but you can imagine they didn't last long with that crowd. I was really hungry, so I ordered a pizza delivery, but when it arrived, everyone ate it really fast, so that didn't help. Okay, guys, let's go. It's your turn to practice your speaking. How are you practicing your speaking? By doing this exercise, which is called reading out loud. Now, what is your job? What is your task? You listen and repeat after me. First, we'll do it slowly and then we'll speed up a little bit just to make it sound a bit more natural. Listen and repeat. Let's go. I went to a party at my friend's house. Again. I went to a party at my friend's house. Good. Notice how I'm also changing the intonation. It doesn't always have to be the same. Just try to feel what you're reading. Let's go. Repeat after me. He has a huge open space that combines the kitchen and living room with doors leading to the yard outside. Okay, let's speed up a little bit more naturally. He has a huge open space that combines the kitchen and living room with doors leading to the yard outside. Good. Let's continue. Even so, the place was packed with people and you could hardly move. One more time, a little bit more naturally. Even so, the place was packed with people and you could hardly move. Okay, you can drink a bit of water in between. Do you have a glass of water next to you? I've just had a sip because as you can see, oh, I'm losing my voice. Excuse me, I need to clear my voice. So just take a sip of water and we'll continue. The next one. But that was partly because there was a band in one corner which took up quite a lot of space. Okay, one more time, a little bit more naturally. Notice the intonation. But that was partly because there was a band in one corner, which took up quite a lot of space. Good. Now guys, get ready because we have a very long sentence. But don't worry, don't fret, because we're going to do it slowly again and again. We can do this one 3 times because it's quite long. A band. What is a band? A band is a group of musicians playing music. It's a music group. A band, a group, a music group. Let's go slowly. Everyone was saying how amazing the band was. And true, they played some popular songs, but they were all depressing, and the singer was out of tune, so I didn't think much of them myself. Repeat slowly. Okay, let me explain a couple of words. So as we said, band means a music group. Depressing, somebody asked, what's depressing? Depressing is like very, very extremely sad. Okay, something that makes you feel very sad. And the expression, I didn't think much of them myself, or the whole thing. I didn't think much of them. I didn't think much of them myself. Just basically means I didn't think they were that good. I didn't find them very good. I didn't think they were a very good band. Like, although the rest of the people liked it and they thought they were amazing and they really enjoyed it, I didn't really like them. Okay, so I didn't find them particularly interesting. Oh, out of tune. What does out of tune mean? Out of tune is when you sing, okay, singing, but when you don't hit the right notes. So when you sing, not very well, okay? When you sing a little bit badly, okay? Not singing very well. So singing out of tune is when people don't hit the correct notes when singing, and therefore the result doesn't sound very good. Okay, this is what out of tune means. So you sing, but not hitting the correct notes, not singing the correct notes, musically speaking. Okay, right, let's do it one more time. Listen and repeat after me. We've got a little bit more left and we are done for today. It's a long session, but I want to finish it off, okay? I don't want to leave it unfinished, so we're going to finish it. Come on, guys, you can do it. Everyone was saying how amazing the band was. And true, they played some popular songs, but they were all depressing and the singer was out of tune. So I didn't think much of them myself. Let's go. Repeat. Good. Okay, guys, how are you doing? Give me a little bit of feedback. I can see you asking lots of questions and helping each other. And that's fantastic. Oh, I think I skipped. Where is it? I skipped it. Here. Right, I went to the party. This is where we left off. I went to the party. Okay, let's go. Listen and repeat. I went to the party with some friends and there I'll repeat again. I went to the party with some friends and there seemed to be quite a few interesting people there. Okie dokie, one more time. A bit more naturally. I went to the party with some friends and there seemed to be quite a few interesting people there. Very good. Okay, guys, you're doing great. We're nearly there, nearly done, almost finished. Let's go. The problem was that when I tried to talk to someone, my friends came along and wanted to talk to me, so I didn't really meet anyone new. One more time, a bit more naturally. For those of you who've just joined, we are almost done with this exercise. We're close to the end of this live stream. But what we are doing is reading out loud. So you're listening and repeating. This is your task. Let's go. Use your voice, guys. This is a really good opportunity for you to use your voice if you're self-studying and you don't have a teacher to give you feedback or to for you guys to practice your speaking. Okay, so this is a very good opportunity. Let's go. The problem was that when I tried to talk to someone, my friends came along and wanted to talk to me, so I didn't really meet anyone new. Fantastic. Okay, guys, let's continue the next paragraph. Oh, 2 more paragraphs and we are done. Okay, I think we've got 2 more. Let's go. Over here. There were a few snacks on the table, but you can imagine they didn't last long with that crowd. Okie dokie, one more time. There were a few snacks on the table, but you can imagine they didn't last long with that crowd. Very good. Okay, crowd. What does crowd mean? Crowd is just a group of lots and lots of people, a lot of people in one place. Also the word packed that we saw before a while back, it also means the same thing. If a place is packed or crowded, it means there are lots and lots of people together in one place. And usually when a place is crowded or packed with people, maybe you don't have a lot of space to move around, or maybe it feels a bit claustrophobic, for example. So big crowds and packed places are not very pleasant. Not for everybody, at least. Okay, the last paragraph, we're almost done. Okay, guys, let's go. I was really hungry, so I ordered a pizza delivery, but when it arrived, everyone ate it really fast, so that didn't help. One more time, a bit more naturally. Listen and repeat. This is the last sentence, not even paragraph. It's just a sentence. It looks like a paragraph, but it's actually a whole sentence. So, I was really hungry, so I ordered a pizza delivery. But when it arrived, everyone ate it really fast, so that didn't help. Good. Excellent. Guys, you did it! Fantastic! Congratulations! For those of you who stuck until the end, for those of you who've started this live stream and finished it with me, I applaud you. Well done. Fantastic. You did really, really well. I'm sure you did really well. I couldn't hear you, but I could feel your vibes, okay? And I'm sure you did this exercise really well. Now, two or three more minutes to have a look at your feedback, just for me to say a couple of things, and that is it for today. So, for those of you who were here, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here, helping me out, giving me your feedback, helping each other, participating, asking questions, being curious about the language, asking lots of questions. That's important. Thank you. I loved it. I loved it too. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit tiring, but it's okay. It's fine. We had a good time. We practiced our English, and now we can go ahead and do something different or continue working on your English if you want to. Thank you so much as well. If you would like to follow me, I'm just going to show you my Instagram handle. My name's Pan. I come from Cyprus. For those of you who are seeing me for the first time, English is, well, it's now my first language because it's the only language I use most of the time in my daily life. And it's the language I feel more comfortable using, okay? However, English is not my first language. Greek is my first language. Cypriot, actually a Cypriot dialect, which is what we speak in Cyprus. And why am I telling you this? Just for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So this is my Instagram, Pan English Teaching. People are asking, when will we do this exercise again? We're doing it next Sunday at the same time, the same exercise, the same process. So if you enjoyed this process and if you found it useful, I'm going to follow exactly the same process. Here on Iwa, at the same time, it's 7 o'clock CET time next Sunday, 27th of April. Is it April? What month are we in? I'm lost. Yeah, it is April. 27th of April. We're doing the same exercise with different speakers. It's going to be new vocabulary, new speakers, new accents, but the same teacher, myself. Okay, so thank you so much. For the people who've just joined and they said, I missed the class, don't worry, because you can watch the replay. And for people who want to do it again and practice one more time and have a look at all of the vocabulary, you can go back, watch the replay, and practice a little bit more, okay? I appreciate your comments. Thanks again for the 100th time, but I do mean it, so it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter if I repeat it many times because it's true and I want you guys to know it. Thank you so much. Have a nice rest of the day. I will see you next Sunday, okay? Bye-bye, everybody. See you soon. Well done. You did great.